Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Time Critics podcast. I'm one third of the Small Time Critics. My name is Mo.
Kim.
Mohammed Hashi.
And we have Lowry in the building. Kem's probably introduced him properly better than I.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No. I struggled, man. I was tripping over myself.
Oh, hold on then. Now.
Your
hold
words,
on
not
then.
yourself, your words.
Hold on now.
Oh, so you do it because your friend's here now.
Hey, let me introduce you. Film aficionado, journalist. You know what I'm saying? Catch him on everything, Lowry on everything, all streaming, all of the social medias. It's all gonna be down in the description below. You know what I'm saying? Highly respected. I'm inspired by this guy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. But I have to say, I watch your stuff as well, guys. By the way, so I love what you do. I love the feeling that you have on the podcast and stuff, and I laugh a lot at some of the takes.
Mostly at him, innit?
The Borat take made me laugh, I must say.
Do you know? Can I quickly address
That's
this?
a moment. You got a moment.
Can I just address this? Yeah, because I wasn't there.
I don't know if you should allow you at time.
Nah, I was fasting. You know what I mean? I was taking a break. You know what I'm saying? And then I was just getting the shots, getting strays left, right, and center. You know what I mean? Absolutely getting it. You know what I'm saying? And then, for you guys to not just understand the fact that some people have differing opinions, number one, yeah, and that Borat is a film, you know what I mean, that permeated culture.
You're gonna get these jokes, Hash.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna get.
And then for you, first of all, for you to say, how do you have life at number 7 and you had it at 5, number 1, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Top 5.
And my list was comprehensive. I had all types of films, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I appreciate, but your list was doo-doo. But it does. Okay, look. Anyway, we're not here to fight.
I liked your Godzilla take as well. I was a fan of Godzilla, by the way, the recent one. I know you guys didn't love it, but I was
versus Kong.
Yeah, no, the
-1.
New Empire. -1's that's the best Godzilla.
That's one of the best.
New Empire. Yeah.
But New Empire enjoyed. That was fun.
All right, well, guys, we are here, as you can see from the title of the video. We are going to review Civil War, directed by Alex Garland, starring Kirsten Dunst, Wagner Moura, and Kaylee Spaney.
Yep.
But before we get into that, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the notifications are out. And like I said, Lowry's socials are going to be down in the description below, so get to following. So we'll start off with a quick non-spoiler.
I've been
You want to go?
practicing.
All right, cool. We'll start off with a quick non-spoiler. Ken wants to take the helm.
I've been practicing.
Please, Ken.
So for Civil War, we've got a character in Kirsten Dunst. She's like a battle-hardened journalist that is covered so many like wars and sort of civil wars and obviously in a era or a place where America is having issues within itself, finds herself in a situation trying to get to the capital to get that final shot of the president.
The interview, right?
Yeah. Get the final shot, accompanied by a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed young journalist, an experienced sort of old-timer who's on his last legs, on his way out, and in Wagner Moura, again, similar to Kirsten Dunst, trying to get that final shot, navigating the Americas, trying to teach the young one the ways in which how to conduct ourselves in war-torn times as a journalist.
Yeah. Good. Did you like it?
As a journalist.
No.
To be fair, I felt in this one there was a lot to love.
Yeah.
Amazing shots. There's some great shots. There's actually one shot in particular that I thought was just beautiful. Where again we'll get into it. Amazing shots. Amazing sort of visual statements.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved. But again, I think this is something that didn't pay off for me.
Okay.
Larry, do you want to go as our guest?
Yeah, I didn't like the film.
Yeah.
I'm on an island because I know what he thinks.
Go on.
I have to agree. I just think again, visually, sound engineering, amazing. The camera work definitely makes you feel like you're immersed in, following the journalists from their back and being in the war and stuff like that. But I just think the story and context was just lost in that film.
Yeah.
And I don't mind movies where you have to engage your brain and look at things and try and piece things together. But there were nothing in the film for you even to do that. It was just like, they're the ops, we're fighting these guys. And that was it. And I was in the film thinking, all right, but why? Why has this started? Why has the Civil War started?
Yep.
Why are you doing that job? Why did you bring her along?
Yeah.
Like, so I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie, unfortunately. And I'm gutted because this had everything to be a knockout the park.
Oh, most definitely.
Like, it could have been one of the films of the year for me.
Yep. Totally agree. Yeah, I was looking forward to this so much. I had this.
Go easy, man.
I had this like on my upcoming list for the start of the year in terms of films that are coming out, and it's really like just disappointing for a movie to not have anything to say. And sometimes some movies are Rorschach tests for whether or not like to kind of test you in terms of like what you think about a certain aspect of society. Like war is hell. We already know that. You know what I mean? There's been billions of anti-war films. All right, we get that, no problem. But for Alex Garland, even in the script, to kind of toe the line between the kind of the right and the left, and not really like even make a statement, because great art, you're meant to have a point of view.
Yeah.
And rightly or wrongly for the audience then to, you know what I mean, to absorb it and to then make their own kind of like assumptions and take their own ideas from it, kind of thing. So this movie didn't really like have much to say. The characters were kind of archetypes in terms of like the Kirsten Dunst as a photojournalist who's kind of haggard, seen it all. You have Wagner Moura, who's very kind of excited and titillated by everything, kind of thing. But then, strangely enough, when he then sees the realities of war and when someone that he actually cares about gets killed, he then, you know what I mean, becomes a human being. And then you have Katie Spaney, who did a lot with the little, because she did a lot with her performance, but again, as much as she could in terms of the script and the ideas that the movie was trying to explore. Again, going back to what you said, Kem, visually, some incredible shots. I think there's one where in the Western Forces...
Don't spoil it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to spoil it too. We'll get into spoilers. But then I just felt like, even at the end, the fact that we don't even get you know what I mean, anything from, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mo, talk to us.
Yeah, go on, Mo.
Like that, yeah.
Good luck, brother. Good luck.
But you know what? Film's subjective, so I'm actually interested.
No, I mean,
to see.
you lot make great points in it, and what you mentioned about like it's not this movie doesn't lean left or right and stuff like that. I think that's on purpose, and I think that's okay for this particular movie only because we're following the photojournalist perspective, right? And they're supposed to be unbiased in their job and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly anyway. But because of that, I was like, I didn't expect any right or left, or it was interesting, like not knowing why this started and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like visually, this all looked great. I was never bored. There's a bit in the middle where a certain character makes an appearance, and I thought, honestly, one of the best scenes I've seen this year, personally.
That will be one of the scenes of the year.
Bro, crazy.
And I needed that throughout the film.
I hear you.
That's what I needed.
Exactly.
I did like how visceral this movie was. Like, it was very violent, and you could feel it. Like, do you know what I mean? And obviously, there's more I want to say, but I can't really get into it without the spoilers.
We'll get into it.
But yeah, overall, I think I liked it, personally, yeah. So, but let's get into spoilers.
Yeah.
Like I said, obviously, like, comment, subscribe, socials down below, everything Lowry down below. Spoilers, yeah, I don't know, like, especially like with the photos and stuff like that, they're always showing the snapshots of the photos and stuff like that. For some reason, that had much more like effect to me than just filming. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, I do get you lot's perspective, and I guess I don't know why those reasons it didn't ruin it for me.
So the thing is, like visually, like from technical aspect, this film is it's top level. It's really, really great in that regard. And I think in regards to kind of that technique used for the photographs, really is a poignant way to kind of show you the effects of war. Really, really cool way, because that was very, very 100%. It was affecting throughout the film, and the fact that we didn't even get tired of it, because it was happening throughout the film, and we didn't get tired of it was great. But the biggest thing that this movie falls down with is the lack of stakes, because
the lack of what? Sorry,
the lack of stakes, and I'll explain why. For us to not understand how it started, and to not understand like the emotional, you know what I mean, toll that this war has taken on people. Like the Western forces, they believe that the country is being taken over by a dictatorship.
Okay.
That's me doing like
Yeah.
a lot myself kind of thing. Go on, Kem.
No, I just wanted to answer to that question. So what I think, what they didn't do in this movie, again, they assumed everybody understood what's going on in the Americas, because this, in my opinion, and based on how the movie opened up, this was a what if movie. What if January 6th was successful? What if that sort of the insurrection actually was successful? And one other thing before we move on, I just want to throw this in there. One state in America is actually allowed to
Secede.
secede. Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
Which
Only
one?
one.
The one where they went to the clothes.
Texas. Texas is, by law, they can actually opt out of the US.
I did not know that.
By law, yeah.
But
yeah.
in this movie, Texas and California joined forces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hence, that's why I didn't have the same issues you two had in regards to why. Because I'm obviously I'm stay up to date with current affairs and stuff like that. But then that doesn't sort of get these guys off the hook of not telling that story properly for people to understand why.
Can I just say something though? Don't you lot think, there's also, because obviously we love movies, we don't want to be spoon-fed everything, right?
Yes.
And I don't think like if they tell us why they started this being spoon-fed or anything like that, I think that's fair critique, innit? But don't you think there's also like a thing where maybe he wanted to show that, because there's so much division in this world right now, more than probably ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't you think that it's showing like, guys, we're deathly close to this.
Yeah.
And maybe we need to change our ways before we get to this. Like, regardless of whether you're this side or that side, this is what this could become now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. And I think before I give it to Larry, going back to my point about stakes, the fact that no one gives explains to the audience the fact that why this war means to them, why they are fighting, because no one character explains to the journalist why they're doing what they're doing. They're just letting them be a part of whatever, you know what I mean, action they're doing kind of thing.
I agree.
And I just think that if we got an understanding of what people are fighting for, it will give the audience more of, you know what I mean, an investment into the movie. Kind of thing. And that's the biggest issue. But go on.
No, before you go, let me throw something for both of you guys, because I didn't. The reason why I sort of
now I don't know what side you're on.
No. I'm saying the reason why I didn't dislike it.
Yeah.
I was let down.
Okay.
Yeah. But question to you two: if the title of the movie wasn't Civil War, it was something more sort of akin to like a journalist sort of movie, would that have made a difference?
No, because again, we didn't get an understanding of what characters.
Because the main focus was the war.
Yeah. But my thing is Civil War. So I thought, as you said, like tell us why, what's going on, why this and that. But this is about like journalists.
How much does it matter that the Civil War, like the reason the Civil War started?
I think it matters, and I think that another letdown that I had in the movie was the characters. I thought they were bland. I thought that in such high stakes, you have to pick a side in that situation. You can't waltz through the whole of America's, everyone's shooting each other. You're seeing people hanging down from, was it the car wash and all that, and you just don't feel away.
Exactly.
Because as a journalist, there will come a point in time where you're like, hang on a minute, like, what is actually going on here?
Yeah.
And I don't think that is reflected in the film at all. And I think that's a disservice to war journalists. And in terms of having that in the story, I think from a viewer standpoint, you would have been able to pick a side yourself.
Yes.
And it would have probably given you more of an emotional attachment to certain characters, actions, and give you a rationale as to why they're doing this.
I do hear that. I just feel like it would create that division that he probably doesn't want to create, which starts a civil war in the first place.
No, this is why I don't want to say that anyone's a coward, but I'm just saying it's an easy way out to not give that kind of point of view. And you make a really, really good point by the fact that journalists are people too. You know what I mean? They're human beings. And for people not to think that journalists, whatever they're reporting, don't have a point of view. You know what I'm saying?
But they do have a side though, which is obviously the government are the ops, but we just don't know the reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like,
but again,
that's why I'm saying, is the reason that important?
The reason is important because, for example, what if the Western forces were maybe started as a group of militia or something like that. Again, we have no idea because we were given no context. We're just thrown into it. So again, to be thrown into media res is not an issue. There's plenty of movies that throw you into a story. That's not the issue. But for us to not get any kind of like understanding, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of character moments and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's no dialogue moments.
And again,
nothing.
deep spoilers now. Like the fact that when Kirsten Dunst dies towards the end, her character Lee dies. Like the fact that both characters are both the lead characters.
They just moved on.
They just moved on as if nothing happened. And I'm like, people were in my screening were looking around like, what the hell? Just you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it just makes no sense.
But me and you spoke about that though. Like that kind of takes me back to like the earlier scene where they saw the two people hanging. Yeah. And Kirsten Dunst was just saying to them like, listen, you keep asking questions, you're gonna carry on asking questions. You have to just stop and just get the job done at the end of the day, innit? Which kind of can sound heartless and whatnot. And obviously you've been with this character for 2 hours throughout the movie, so you've maybe developed a certain like feelings for them and whatever. But which it was strange, I do admit, because she just got up, looked back once, and just carried on with it. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's tough.
See that was one of my sort of issues, the pacing of the character, because where she started, as I said, she was a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. She wanted to be involved. She wanted to be involved in the journalism field. And Kirsten Dunst, again, as I said, battle-hardened. She just, like, she was standing there. She didn't really care. Said, you guys, let me take a picture of these guys hanging. Yep. And she is literally trembling.
Again, I even have an issue with that because there's a good 10-minute stretch when they are literally on the assault for the White House.
That's the point. Sorry, let me get that in. So that was my issue because up until that bit, Kirsten Dunst was a veteran.
She was
stone cold.
She was stone cold up until that bit. Yeah, maybe it's because obviously Fellowman died. I can't remember his name.
Sammy.
Great character. I forgot the
when he died.
Name,
Sammy, man.
When he died, but then it was a flip because now the young girl. She's focused.
She got her hair tied back. She's on it.
Yeah, she's on it. But I'm just saying, it wasn't warranted. It wasn't warranted because yes, she was trembling in the car. She clearly feels at fault.
Yeah.
Some of the decisions in this just don't make any sense.
I agree with that part.
Character decisions were poor, man.
It doesn't make any sense.
All of them were crazy.
Because again, like jumping in the car.
That car scene was the most. I was like, when they got caught, I was like, good.
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 But the thing about we could have got there without that car scene. And that would have made much more sense and made it warranted.
Yeah. It added nothing.
That was slightly frustrating. But you're talking about when we finally meet Jesse Plemons?
Yeah.
Aye, but listen, man.
Best scene in the film.
Without doubt.
One of the best actors right now.
100.
He plays a villain so well,
bro. You see when he says, "Oh, where you from?" And you're like,
you knew what was gonna happen.
No,
I'm like, bro, they all say Florida, Missouri. He goes Hong Kong. I said,
by the way, also,
I love the fact that he said, Japan. He said, Chinese.
No. That was probably the most well-written scene because obviously you could tell the kind of like person he was in it from the very outset. And I just love the little character flushes with the red glasses and stuff like that.
It was brilliant.
It was great. And the fact that he says, "I'm from Hong Kong," and he goes, "China?"
That got me. Because
that was so funny.
Even though it was funny, it was profound because that is
again, a lot of people
and you needed that in the film.
Yes.
I needed that in the film.
If that was throughout the film,
not China thing, but just in terms of context, there's things that are happening.
Because because you've got people fighting each other, they don't even know why they're fighting each other.
Do you know there's Americans out there that
is it China?
Bro, you knew it was over for me.
You know when he was crying, I was looking at it thinking, is he laughing or crying?
No, because the thing is, because I thought it was going to be a joke of the fact that do you know English? You know what I mean, stuff like that, and he even does that a bit. But then going back to what I was saying, like there's Americans out there that they really want a civil war to happen, like, and it would have been great to get like a scene with like Americans just really, really happy that this is happening, similar to the Sam Esmail movie. Was something the end of the world? It was Netflix.
Like you.
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was blanking.
See, I enjoyed that.
Oh, the one you lot liked.
I enjoyed that.
Yes. That was.
Did you like that?
I didn't like it at first, but then like the conspiracy theories propped it up a little bit.
Damn it!
Again, but also
again.
with that film, like we get the Kevin Bacon character.
Yeah.
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 Whereas he's someone who seems as though he's been praying for this his whole
Yeah.
life, and is actually
Yeah.
kind of like in a strange way, kind of happy that this is happening.
No, because because now he's not that mad guy.
Yeah, and it gives context to that character.
Yeah.
You've got different representations of America. You've got
Yeah.
racism, you had selfishness, you've got the incels.
Yes.
all that. So even though it wasn't spoon fed to us in that movie, you could understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas Civil War, I was like, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
So let me go back to you know the beautiful shots. Shots in this was amazing. There was 2 shots that really captured me. The one with Embers, that was absolutely
Of the forest
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, forest fire, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But there was one bit, obviously me being working in media and having to sort of pay attention to certain stuff. There was a bit of paper there, burning paper. I was like, oh god. They had like a bit of burning paper, but obviously it was a forest meant to be on fire. But there was
Oh, you noticed like a little
Yeah.
edit that they didn't.
yeah. But anyway, but there was the other shot with Wagner Moore screaming.
Yes.
That shot said so much. Again, it was such a great shot, but it wasn't warranted for this movie because it wasn't the fact that he was screaming and obviously inaudible. It's the fact that the people walking behind him paid no attention to him screaming.
No, that's
he-
I know it's intentional. I know it's intentional, but it just it wasn't warranted.
for his character, because he's someone who from the outset said, oh, I'm really excited, I've got a heart. You know what I mean? And then for him, the first time, like something
see,
really,
Any
Yeah,
sort of
he's a-
emotion, he's like,
That was deep, man. He saved them and got a bullet. Was it a bullet to the
yeah,
rib?
yeah. But
Like, how
again,
you do
I
my
think
guy like that?
again, I think that again was a bit lazy because you knew that was going to happen. Something had to have happened.
He said, I ain't letting go of this cigarette, boy.
Something had to happen. He doesn't want you lot to intervene. It's like, look, this looked like death. Please don't.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go and see. Obviously, he's going to get hit.
I mean, they were meant to be his friends, though, innit? Like, and he sees it in front of him happen. Obviously, he's gone through all of these wars, and like you don't say, that Kirsten Dunst, he's probably hardened. But now, like, I see my friend getting killed, and it's just kind of like, oh man.
yeah.
But that switch between for the young girl, as soon as Kirsten Dunst is now sort of fragile.
Yeah. That I didn't understand. Yeah.
But that almost came across as like she wanted to take her spot.
Oh, I didn't look at it like that.
But then that doesn't make any sense in Civil War.
Yeah.
Because your country is burning. Like
Yeah.
this is what I didn't understand is fair enough you want to get that
You're
shot.
a part of this as well.
Yeah,
Your
it's
life's
just
on the
like-
line as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like how are you waltzing through like nothing.
Yeah.
They went to a town and they saw a sniper on the roof and they just didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
Like for me, the trailer seemed like a realistic, like grounded film
Yes.
that you're gonna get a modern day representation of a civil war.
Yeah.
And the whole jumping through car scenes, going to save your journalist when you know they're gonna get you just wouldn't make those decisions.
Yeah. When she said, oh,
Bro, if I see you guys with 2 rifles and sorry guys.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what? I loved you.
Yeah. I got your camera though.
But you know the crazy thing about it. The crazy thing about it. This girl, she was a nobody before they met up. So they don't actually. There was no real sort of like connection. I don't believe that was formed with her.
Yeah, because she saved her from the explosion at the
That's
start,
it.
right? Yeah.
But that's it. There's nothing
Yeah.
else. So why now sacrifice yourself? As you said, why sacrifice yourself or put yourself in that situation for someone you barely know who just jumped in the car with you, but you was okay when other people get hit?
And also, if they did have like an emotional attachment throughout the film, you could see their relationship growing.
But
then
we
the
didn't see
ending
it.
would make sense. But she was just cold-hearted to her the whole time.
Yeah.
That I couldn't.
That ruined that ruined everything for me. And then obviously, can we get a quote? Can we get a quote? I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Again,
I literally got up and walked out straight.
it would have
away.
been great to have more scenes like when they're in the stadium, like that kind of refugee kind of character.
Yeah, because at least you could see some, collaboration between the characters,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and I'd would have loved to have heard their thoughts on what is going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
because that's a really good point. Because journalists, we never ever get to get their
Have
point
their
of
say,
view
yeah.
and what they feel is happening and what their representation of what they're reporting on.
That's
You know
what I said in my review. The journalist angle for a civil war is a genius idea because you get behind the lens, so all the nitty gritty stuff that never crosses
Yes.
the camera, and then you get the in front, which is the polished, clean look, edited.
Yeah.
And I thought this film was going to marry the both of them, but it didn't do that for me, and that's why I felt let down.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I got mad respect for these war journalists, yeah. But as a soldier or whatever, yeah, I'd be so frustrated. Now I gotta worry about you.
That's another thing. Yeah. But again, I think with that, like personally, if I was a soldier, I would never. Because again, that's another person I'm responsible for.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like, I
stay
don't-
behind me.
Like, I
Do
think-
this.
Oh, yeah,
Walk when I walk. I'm like, bro, go home.
Wagner Moura was more sort of.
He was dragging them.
Yeah, he was more organised in the art of how to sort of move around
And they're still
than the
taking
soldiers.
and they're still taking pictures.
Man's grabbing her on the shoulder. Like,
yeah.
And that, didn't one of the army guys, not the army guys, but the ops,
Yeah.
then one get shot in his leg because of the journalist. He was like behind the pillar thing, and he was talking.
Oh
to
yeah. But he got
distraction, and he got bodied, didn't he?
Yeah, he died. But then, where was it? I thought the fatal shot again. Then I thought there was going to be like an actual sort of like really visceral sort of moment where you see something like his head blow or whatever, or like a bullet through his head or something. He just got shot in the side and his foot. It's like,
But that scene, they did do that montage of the quick snaps, didn't they?
yeah,
So that was, yeah.
yeah. I think I wanted more. And then obviously when they went in and they saw the guy and they shot it and they lined people up. There was more. There's too many statement pieces in regards to the shots than actual
Also,
stories.
Character moments.
Yeah.
I think storming the White House, I think they would have sent a rocket there. There's no way you're storming the White House like that. It's impossible.
That's the one of the most protected places in the
Yeah.
world.
And again, it would have been interesting for
He
them.
was just hiding in the Oval
Bro,
Office.
like,
exactly, literally, he's
Under
sitting
his
at his desk. You know what I mean? Like,
and the woman, hey, can we? that was. Yo, why are you reasoning with these people?
I'm not gonna lie, that shot was amazing though. It's like it caught like that was amazing.
yeah. Again, there was also like a part of it when there was all these cars, all the Cadillacs were coming out, and you saw the beast, like the president's car
Yeah.
coming. Again, it would have been interesting if that was a decoy.
It was a decoy.
It was a decoy.
No, as in a decoy way that explodes. You know what I'm saying? But then,
Oh, like attack against them.
yes, you know what I mean. That's what I was expecting, and then it was literally just
Everybody.
Also-
some of the aides
There
just
were-
jumping out and then getting shot.
There were
straight
no
away.
like war room scenes. Like,
No.
surely there should have been
Yeah.
like strategic war room, like them
Yeah.
classic bunker.
skiffs
Yes.
and all that sort of stuff.
They're
Yeah.
gonna come here and we're gonna flank them. Hit like that would have been cool from either side.
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
just
yeah.
show.
There was none of that. There was
Yeah,
none
it's just
of
like
that.
yeah, I'm just gonna go to the front of the White House.
Yes.
Quick question: Would you go to war?
Would I go to war
Would you go to war for the Americas?
for a flag?
For the Americas?
No,
That's a for a flag.
no, I wouldn't go
Huh?
to war for a flag. You know what I mean? I'm a conscientious objector. That's
I'm
what-
not
that's what
gonna
it's-
lie,
Jesse
bro.
Plemons would be like, "Where you from? Somalia? Somalia?
Yeah, we're in this room. We're finished.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Just say, look, I like you in Breaking Bad, bro.
Listen, I'm telling you, the code switch that you will see from me
Yeah.
would be incredible. I'm like, yo, you man, no. If that guy came in the room, I would stop.
What's that Licky film?
Which one?
Sorry to
Change
bother
it.
you.
Oh, sorry to bother you. I'm telling you, I'll code switch straight away. But, bro, like, yeah, we're done. There's no hope for us. There's no hope for us. But yeah, no, I can't
Bro,
do that.
that
man.
scene. Imagine that scene stuck for me because there's
Which one's this? Sorry.
the Jesse Plemons scene.
Right, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no. You're not getting out of that scene.
No.
Yeah.
If
No.
you're off someone of color, you're not getting
That was
out of it.
fantastic.
There's no
Yeah.
reasoning. No.
Now,
Nothing.
that scene was a great critique of America, man.
Yeah.
That
But-
scene was fantastic.
But if you, as I say, if you're a person of color, like if they say, "Where you from?" If I said, "I'm from Missouri," they're like, "No,
no,
but
where are you really? Yeah.
So we're never getting out of that.
And just the mental torture
gymnast-
in like the 5 minutes like dialogue. The man's broken down in tears already because the white people were calm. I'm from Florida, like because they knew there's a percentage that we can get through.
Yeah.
This
I'm
guy,
not gonna lie, I thought Wagner was dead though, because when he said not Central
South,
America,
Central,
yeah.
I thought he was
Yeah.
done for.
If he said Colombia, papi. He's like, what? Nah,
He
you're
was
done.
done. Nah, it's a sad situation to be in.
Nah, it was messed up, man.
no, I'm not laughing at that. That's
No, of
the,
course,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
Yeah, no, it is
yeah,
messed
it's
up.
deep.
Like even,
Yeah.
I don't know. There was just like some crazy stuff. Like even before they walk into Jesse Plemons, you see the bodies fall off the truck and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that was mad. That was
looks
kind of
real.
like a Schindler's List.
Yeah.
bro. That looks
Because I
crazy.
saw babies and kids in that
Yeah,
pile.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
a bit mad. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, man.
Question so we can move on. Going back to my point, reason why I didn't like this movie, was the ending warranted?
Which part?
No, the
What,
whole
killing the president?
No, the killing the president and the picture and everything was like getting to that point. Was it warranted? Like, was it deserved?
Again, we don't know because we don't really have the contents for why the war
They should have
started.
just left it from when Kirsten Dunst gets shot and just let you imagine what happened.
Yeah.
You know what?
Because-
I would have messed with that. I would have messed
Because
with that.
showing us them catching the president didn't mean anything to me. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't even know why you're.
We don't know what. You don't even know him. We
Yeah.
had no time spending with him.
I
Yeah.
presume this movie was heavily edited because initially I heard reports it was meant to be like 2 hours and like 20 minutes, and it ended up being like an hour and 40. So
It was,
I thought it was like 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't 2 hours. Yeah,
Wasn't it?
I double
We should
checked.
have
Yeah.
time. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Ah, gosh.
I'm
anyway,
all for 1 hour 40 movies, by the way.
No, yeah.
you what? Sorry.
I'm all for
I love tight
1
film,
hour
yeah.
30, 1 hour 40 movies.
Yeah.
Needs to get back to
Keep it like
shorter
that.
films.
Yeah.
Only certain films are allowed to have it. Man.
Certain films
Okay, I
are.
was just about to
Yeah.
say, like, 'cause
But there's
if
two-
we're talking about Dune.
You're thinking.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say you're thinking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Dune, aren't you?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I
Dune-
go in trouble because I be saying, I be like Dune. It's like, no, it's Dune. Dune. Dune.
No, those are specialty movies.
Yeah.
But every film these days just seems to be
It's 2 hours,
2
yeah.
hours, 2 hours. It's
Yeah.
like,
All right, guys, we got to score this, man. If no one's got anything else to say,
Yeah, let's score it.
you
Let's score
ready
it.
for a score? Out of 10, STC score. I'm going to leave you to the end, Larry.
yeah, calm.
Okay.
I'll give it 6.5 because again, I'm 6.5 because I like the visuals. 6. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6.
All
Think
right,
about it.
fair
yeah.
enough. Kashi.
This movie didn't have much to say. Towed the line. Again, visually it was great, but again, no real substance, no setups, no payoffs. So it's got to be a 6, man.
Oh, 6. Okay, I thought you were going to go low. Fair enough. I'll go, I was going to go like 7 anyway.
Okay.
But you lot have like,
We've taken.
you lot took
yeah.
it like a 0.5 at least down from me.
Yeah. I could see from his face. So
Like,
like,
you lot were saying some
you
stuff. I was like, it's true. It's true. But
Go on,
yeah,
Larry.
I was 7. Larry?
I do mine out of 5. So
Cool,
I
yeah.
do 2. I gave it 2 out of 5.
2
Oh,
out of
okay.
5.
So out of 10, that'll be 4 out of 10.
Very like
Yeah.
4, I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Guys, that was our review for Civil War, directed by Alex Garland.
Alex Garland.
Apparently, this is his last film. He's not doing filmmaking
Really?
anymore. Yeah, he's fallen out of love with filmmaking.
Yeah, why is that? He's gonna go back to writing then.
I don't know. I need to read the report, but I saw it posted online, and I was like, "Rah."
You don't like his other films? Annihilation, Ex
Oh,
Machina.
outstanding film.
Ex Machina was amazing.
Ex Machina was good. Annihilation was that Netflix film.
I think it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Natalie
I didn't
Portman one.
like that
Yeah,
one. Oh,
me
fair
neither. Yeah,
He did a few others that I like.
He's
28
done-
Days Later. Did
I think he
28
did.
I think he wrote that.
Did he write that?
Danny Boyle directed that.
Yes, that was it. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yeah.
you're right. Yeah, but yeah, that was our review, guys. Please get down in the comments because I need to know what people think of this movie. I was reading Letterboxd reviews and it was kind of split a little bit, but yeah, I will be interested to know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. And for a little Lowry, everything Lowry, socials are down below in the description. Yeah, see you guys soon for more reviews. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.